Hey guys, my name is Kathy and I needle felted a T-Rex. Here's everything I used to make it. Some core wool for his inner structure, and then 3 different shades of green wool for his body, a mix of brown, red, and gray for his mouth, and yellow and black for his eyes. I also used beige and black polymer clay to make his teeth and claws. I used my multi-needle tool for bulking him out and either a 38 or 40 triangle needle for the fine tuning. I used a couple different gauges of wire for the armature, and of course my trusty wire cutters and scissors were always close by. Finally, I used a bit of makeup to give him a bit of extra color, definition, and detailing. Just a little bit on the inspiration for this piece before I start. I've been a fan of dinosaurs since childhood, and I've already made a needle felted velociraptor, and making a T-Rex has been on my mind since I started felting. Now, I don't know if you know this, but scientists' predictions of what T-Rex look like have changed greatly over the years. Ever since this terrifying meat-eater's fossilized bones were first discovered in 1902, artists' impressions have progressed from a slightly goofy, upright-walking, kangaroo-like beast to the bizarre-looking feathered monstrosity that is often depicted today based on the latest research. I absolutely respect all paleontologists and their research, but personally, I will always picture the T-Rex as the villain/unlikely hero of everyone's favorite 90s dinosaur movie, Jurassic Park. And that is what I base my own woolly sculpture on. Okay, let's get started. Disclaimer. I started this project way before I started making videos, so my footage is a little sparse at the beginning here. I don't have a photo of the very first stages of my T-Rex, but to give you an idea of how I begin a structured needle felted sculpture, they all kind of look like this. A wire skeleton that I've wrapped with core wool and then built up in layers, like this, using the felting needle to poke, sculpt, and firm up the wool. So once the basic core shape of T-Rex was finished, I started applying the surface color to the body, leaving the head, feet, and most of the tail uncovered. Then, once that was done, it was time to work on the extremities. I wanted to do the arms last since I knew they'd be delicate, so I started with the feet. I shaped black polymer clay into claws and stuck them on the ends of wires, and while I was at it, I shaped beige clay into little spikes for teeth and put those aside for later use. Lots and lots of claws and teeth later, in they all went to the toaster oven and voila, all baked and ready to use. Next, I wrapped each wired claw with green wool separately and then felted them together into a 3-toed foot. After lots of shaping, adding wool layer by layer and slowly building up the feet, I attached them onto the bottom of the leg and built up the ankle and calf until there was no doubt that this guy does not skip leg day. Then I started on the tail, using the same process of adding small bits of wool until I had the shape I wanted, and felting it narrower and narrower into a point. Once I'd finished the tail, I started the head, which was the most intricate part of the piece, by giving him a basic skull and upper jaw shape and hollowing out the eye sockets. The bottom jaw was done separately, and the fuzzy piece at the end of the jaw is what I used to attach it to the head. This stage of the process was kind of exciting because he really was starting to look like a T-Rex. Before I attached the jaw though, I applied the inner mouth wool color to the top of the lower jaw and the bottom of the upper jaw, and then made the tongue and some flat pieces that I used to wrap around both the upper and lower jaws to give them a bit of depth. It would be really great if I actually got the process in the frame so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm still learning with this filming thing and I hope you get the general idea. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, now that his head shape is complete, he's really starting to develop some character. I've attached the jaw and tongue and mapped out the base colors for his head, which I'll now apply thin bits of wool to create smoother variations in color. I've got his beady little yellow eyes in there, and after that's done, I'll work on building out his forehead and his eyebrow area, and I'll spend a lot of time working on defining his eyes. Eyes always make such a huge difference, and it's very important to me to get them just right. They're not too easy to see right now because I haven't done the final refining, but I'm happy with their placement and depth. Now that the head, feet, and tail are mostly done, it's time to build up the body a bit more and finalize how I want the color variations to look. So I'm just applying thin layers of wool until he's as bulky as I want him to be. Then I'll start to roughly sketch out the final muscle definition, his skin wrinkles, and even his ribs. I'll make sure the head is the shape I want it to be, and everything is in proportion. I'm not sure if you can tell that the head is longer than before, but I wasn't happy with the length of his snout, and I spent quite a bit of time modifying it. Then I did some pre-dental and gum work and also finished the fold of skin under his neck. Okay, the basic body shape is done and it's time to add the arms. These are going to end up a bit bigger than I wanted them to be since, as we know, T-Rex had tiny little twigs for arms, but once I was finished making them, I was happy enough with them that I wasn't about to redo them. I used the same technique that I did for the toes, wrapped wool around individual claws on wires, and then felted them together. Then I built the arms up with some muscle definition. Finally, onto his body they went, and I finished by felting them down and adding definition along the shoulder and shoulder blades. We're getting so close. It was time to add the teeth, which are each dipped in a bit of super glue and applied with tweezers. This took a while since each individual tooth has to be held against the wool to fully set before moving on to the next one. Once that's done, it was time to put the final color details on. I used a small brush dipped in black dust color to give his back some subtle striping. Now, could I have done this with wool? Yes, I could have. Did I want to? No, because by that time, all I wanted in the entire world was to finish this beast. One of the final touches was performing a bit of dental unhygienic work on his teeth by brushing on a bit of brown dust so they weren't quite as bright and had that slightly rotten, moldy look that seems appropriate for a T-Rex. The very last thing I did was go over the entire piece one more time with my needle, smoothing out areas that needed smoothing and defining areas that needed defining. He is done, and it is time for the final reveal. I love the way Glorious turned out and I'm very proud of him, but it's time to move on to another animal. So I'm going to put him on the shelf with his cousin Carson. Oh, don't worry, they're just playing. Glorious is one of the few non-carnivore T-Rexes and actually enjoys an all-wool diet. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll be back with more, and until then, take care.